everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to those who are new to the channel. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing after you watch the video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up on your way out. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you saw my video last week Wednesday, which is the video that was all about what I wore in the month of August, it was a personal experiment that I wanted to see the type of garments, my me-made garments, that I tend to gravitate towards or wear, and some things that I noticed, some gaps in my closet, different things of that nature. And so I said in that video, I will bring to you the video that will give you an idea of how I plan to elevate my casual wear. Now in that video I did talk about loungewear. Like I didn't dress up or put on different things every single day. I work from home full time, so most of the time those things that you saw me wear was either if I was heading out with friends, dinner, lunch, church, different things of that nature. So you would have seen me, you know, those particular days. But most days I am wearing workout clothes that then I shower and change into loungewear, and I have found that I tend to wear the exact same thing for loungewear. This is not what this video is about. I actually did a video on loungewear that and when I was going through this Pinterest, when I created this particular Pinterest board, I saw that loungewear board and I was like, okay, I totally forgot about that. And so I'm like, okay, some of these looks really can overlap for me, but I think the loungewear for me, in my mind personally, is stuff that I'm just gonna lounge around the house in. And for me, that's not elevated looks. I just like real simple casual stuff. But so far as my casual wear look, I knew, because I wear dresses all the time, absolutely love dresses, that will never change. I will continue to make dresses, but I do want to add into my lineup those things that's a little bit more elevated than what I already have. And I've noticed on several occasions when I'm headed out somewhere, I want to go somewhere, and I do want to have what in my mind is more of an elevated look, I don't necessarily have all the components to go with what I'm trying to do. And so, or at least what I envision. And so what this video is sharing with you, the Pinterest looks, my Pinterest inspiration board looks. I'm not going to share the board just yet because I'm still building this out. It's not a ton in there right now, but I will share a few with you. I think I have about 12 looks, and I'm looking over to the side because I have my laptop here and I want to be able to stay on task. And so these are just a few of the looks that I went over that I found that, okay, either I have a pattern, or I might have to hack a pattern, or slightly modify a pattern just to get the look that I want. Or if there is a look, and there's a couple in here that I might have a pattern for, but I might build it up to create, and it might be chopping up the pattern a little bit. Again, that's probably fall up under the hacking, that I can use to create some of these looks. And so I would say most of these looks that I will be sharing, you will notice involve pants. And that is one area that I am lacking in our pants. And when I say pants, not trousers, not your more refined look type pants, which I do not own at all. And I do want a couple pair. I don't mind having a couple pairs of those, because the only thing I'll do is dress it down with what I wear on the top, and probably throw sneakers with it, or some flats or sandals. But I am excited because the retreat, the sewing retreat that's coming up in February, for those who don't know, might be tuning in, I am hosting a sewing retreat in February 2026, and there are a few spots still available. But one of the classes that is being taught is a trouser fitting class by Isabel, and so I'm very excited about that. Plus we also have Nikki, who will be coming, that will be teaching bra making. So if you are interested, definitely link on the click on the link down in the description box for that. What am I wearing? This is, I made a couple of these. This is a McCall's pattern. I'll pop it up on the screen. I always forget the number, and so that's what I am wearing. Okay, so let's get into these looks. Oh, but first, I want to shout out the subscriber. And I'll have to go back and look at my comments, but the subscriber who did comment, I thank you all for your comments on last week's video. One of the commenters had mentioned that there was a pattern. She asked me, had I heard of it? She said they are the magic pants by Tilly Handmade. I think Amy Tilly or something like that. Ann Tilly Handmade. And I had not. And so she said, I think you will like them. And thank you. You are absolutely correct. I did like them, and I immediately purchased the printed pattern. She actually has the, what was it, the copy shop, and this pattern apparently has been out for 2, 3, 4 years or something like that. And so what she has done recently, when I went over to the Instagram and all of that, is she expanded the size range. The size range goes all the way up to a 6X. So the hip goes all the way up to 66 inches, and that's body measurements, so that won't include the finished garment measurements. So I haven't opened it up. I actually, the day that I'm recording this, received it in the mail, so I'm very excited to have the paper pattern. Let me hold it up. It is the magic pants, and so I am looking forward to making these. I opted, since I saw that a paper pattern was available, I opted to get the paper pattern instead of paying for the pattern and then paying for it to get it to print. Went ahead and just purchased the paper pattern. Only took a few days to get, so yay, definitely excited about that. So let's get into it, and I will be sharing ones that is probably coming up on the channel. I did not mention specific patterns in this video because I know me, I tend to switch out the pattern that I tend to do, and I don't want to commit a certain or specific pattern and then later change my mind. So that's just me. So as I began to pull these pieces together and begin to create and elevate my handmade wardrobe, I will definitely share with you, obviously, the pattern that I use, even if I hack the pattern or anything like that. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so this first look that I'm sharing with you, and again, these all came off of Pinterest. I really like this look. I thought that this, the bottoms, very casual, that elevated jogger look. Remember I talked about that? I thought this fit that. And then I like the top. It's a dolman wrap top that has some drape to it, and I'm sure this can be, and it looks like it actually overlaps from the way that it's looking in this picture, which means that's easy to hack a pattern that's very similar to this. And so then maybe it's a full dress that then I can just hack into this top, and so that's going to give that full wrap effect. And so instead of making a dress, just make a top. So I thought this was really nice, and I like the play on the stripes. Again, for me, making stripes, yeah, making a garment with stripes, yeah, I have to do something that I don't have to worry about matching up the lines. That's just me. So this is one of those looks. Now this second look, I actually like this whole look she's rocking. I wouldn't rock the top. I don't wear tops like that, so I wouldn't wear a top, but I love this look on her. I love how she styled it and everything. The boots, I wouldn't wear boots like that either, just because I don't wear shoes like that, but I'm in love with this whole look. And in particular, what I pulled out, or why I pulled this one, is because of the pants. If you look at the pants, the way parts of the pants have camo in it, mixed with what looks to me like is either a a brown denim pant or it's a corduroy. I couldn't necessarily tell. It almost looks more corduroy to me, with camo, like certain areas, the pockets and the patch on the leg, and you can't see, you might not be able to tell down below, but the lower part of the pant, either that camo is coming out from underneath, I'm thinking, or that's the top of the boot, I really couldn't tell. But anyway, I do like that pant look. So that is, I like that whole look, if I'm honest, but it's not something I personally would wear. If the sweater didn't have holes in it, probably I could do that, but with holes is not, that's not necessarily my style, but I do like that. Love, love, love that. And definitely let me know what you think of any of these looks. This next look is coming up on the channel, I will say that. This is, I love this look. Nice casual knit pant with a nice easy top with the slight ruching in the drawstring. What top is that? If you had saw my, I think it was the Sewing Buzz, I talked about a couple different tops, a pattern company new to me, Pattern Emporium, and I picked up a couple of the patterns. And so I think it was called the Works Tank was sleeveless. Then at the beginning of the month, September, she released, it's called Refreshed Ruched t-shirt. That to me is that. You can definitely do this look. And the tee has a lot of different sleeve variations. I love the sleeve variation on this particular look I'm showing you, but there's also a couple other sleeve variations that's within the pattern I think I will do, but it's the final look is very similar to what you will see here. So stay tuned, because that look is coming up on the channel. I will share I probably have to share them separately, but the whole look is coming up on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And then this look, definitely like this look because I like the jeans. Now, of course, you can wear any t-shirt and whatnot with it, but I like these jeans. I like how it's styled. I like the pockets where it looked like there's pleating detail coming from the pocket from the sides. And then the side, it looks to me, the sides of the waistband are elastic, and then you have this drawstring that's coming out in the front. At least that's how it's looking when I had kind of blown it up to kind of get a little detail. I could be off a little bit, but overall I like this look. And that sewn look down the front where there could be two different pants piece fronts. I'll have to go back on Pinterest to see if they ever showed the back of this, but I do like this look. Again, it's an elevated casual look to me, but I do like that look. This next look is really elevated and absolutely beautiful. And I absolutely love the color. I think I would do a different color, but I do like this look. You see, it's nice. It's jogger type pants, and it has the drawstring. It has that black stripe down the front, but that top that's worn over it, I think that is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure, I feel like I've seen a pattern like this out there. If you have and you know which one I'm talking about, leave it in the comments. But if not, I think this is easy to hack, this look. And I like how it has that drape on the sides of it. I think this look is absolutely gorgeous. I can see it with some flats, maybe with some skin, like low heel boots. That would be more my thing, some low heel boots. But I love this look. I think this look is absolutely beautiful. Okay, look number 6 is this look, and I thought, again, elevated casual look. Simple pants with a big I should say wider drawstring belt that you can tie front belt. And then I love the top. I think this top is absolutely beautiful with the double ruffle sleeve, and it looked like it's a lettuce hem, a rolled hem to give it that wavy effect. I think this is perfect to me, for me, an elevated casual wear look. Definitely beautiful. Look number 7. Now this is a hack. This would need to be hacked for sure. And I've done an upcycled denim pant before, where I turned the pants into a skirt. Now this is same concept, but using just the top part of the denim pant, and then you see the pocket on the side. Obviously the that pocket can come off of, you know, the back pant, and then that denim look where it's frayed on the outside, easy breezy to do. And that could be from the pant leg that you're not using, that you can use to place that. And then you have the that knit in between. This looks like a relatively easy hack to accomplish. This is definitely a hack, but I do like this look for sure. Look number 8. Now this I thought was also really cute. I thought this was also really cute. This is this nice, I like the contrasting gray in here with the pockets on the sides, and then you have the full gray look. But what stood out to me was that faux zipper. To me, that doesn't look like that's a functional zipper. It looks like it's a faux zipper that's set in the same knit, that darker, it looked like a rib knit, and it looks like this might be hooded. I'm not sure, but it just looks like the way that collar is made. That knit at the top looks like the same knit that's the pockets on the side. I think this is so cute. I think this is so cute, so super cute. And so this, for me, because I don't consider myself a big, you know, proficient in hacking designer type thing. I will have to have a think on how this would need to go, how it would need to look. But I'm willing to give it a try. I'm definitely willing to give it a try. Look number 9. Again, this is basic, easy breezy. I feel like I have a sweater pattern actually with this type of collar on it. I feel like I do, or I think I do, and that's easy. I probably wouldn't do long sleeves. I could see me doing maybe just above the elbow sleeve. But again, easy bottoms, knit bottom with some drawstring in it. And as you can tell, for the most part, these looks are all knit looks. Not all, mostly. I would say mostly, obviously not all of them. Look number 10. I thought these were so cute, and I wish I could have got the video, because the video that popped up, the model in this particular picture, because I clicked on the website to save the picture, but the video that popped up, it was somebody who was much fuller. So the backside was out. I mean, this looks, I mean, if I saw this before I saw that video where the model was moving around, it was a more figured person, I probably wouldn't have saved this, because this does not entice me at all. This look, this at all. But once I saw movement of somebody that was more shapely, I liked it. And I liked the detail. It's either, I think when I looked in on this, the darker stripes of gray was something that was sewn in, or I'm thinking pretty much, or it could be a cover stitch design that stitched down around in just in a different color thread. That could be too. But I thought this was, I like this look. Again, if by the time I edit this video, I can save or record the screen when the person who is fuller figure is wearing this, I'll do that if I can. But if not, just picture it. But I absolutely love that look. Now our final look is this one. I love the t-shirt. Now this also the t-shirt, the sleeve remind me of the Just Patterns. I had that printed, the Just Patterns, I think something tank, Claudia tank, I think, where it looked like there's shoulder pads in the t-shirt. I don't like that look. I don't like the shoulder pad thing. But the way that the top of the sleeve was made, I do like that, and it's kind of reminiscent of this. However, as you can tell, the under the bust on this, on her, there is this wide band, and so, or hem band, maybe it's considered the hem band. I thought that was really nice. But what really stood out to me were the pants, the joggers. I was like, oh my gosh, how would you do this? How would you hack this? Because this looks knit. I like the pleat detail coming from where it crosses over in the front and like right at these 2 points in the middle of her leg. I like that look. I just like that look. And yeah, anyway, so I think that was, oh no, I have one more. Number 12. This is the final one. Again, this super duper easy and basic, right? You have the top. It's not the collar stand. It's just the collar stand. I think I would do one with the collar stand because I like that look on me better. And then some, and this looks like a nice linen outfit, but it super easy, comfortable with some tennies on, and yeah, absolutely love all of these looks. So you'll have to let me know, what do you think? These were just 12 looks that I started pinning. Again, I have not built out this Pinterest board. I'm still working on a few things, been seeing some other things, and I'm also going back through some of my other boards that I have shared, my loungewear one and different things like that, to see, okay, some of these or looks or similar looks I have been wanting to do for quite some time, and it's time to just step on out the box and do it, because I'm always going to make a dress, a skirt, something like that. But these are looks that are truly geared towards what I feel like I need in order to elevate my personal casual wear. So let me know what you all think. Have you done an experiment where you kind of looked at what you are wearing, what you tend to gravitate towards? I saw comments in last week's video where it's either analysis paralysis, where you don't know what to wear, or it's just out of habit. Not necessarily that is anything wrong with anything in your wardrobe. Like I said, it's just, oh, that's just easy. You just tend to just subconsciously just keep grabbing the same thing. That could mean something, or it just could not mean something. But one thing that I noticed is I need to elevate my casual wear. So these are some 12 looks that I am starting with, that I'm looking at, and like I said, I will begin to start sharing them. So make sure, if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and definitely leave your comments down below. I'll make sure I get to those as soon as possible. But thank you everybody so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a blessed rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.